Hello, movie lovers everywhere. So many movie lovers out there. Yes. Well, today's topic is films of the Silver Age. Did a similar one back in the summertime. Films of the Golden Age. I try not to make this video too long, so I might say something about a movie. I might not say anything about a movie. But this goes from 1950 to 1969's Silver Age. And the video I'm going to make next, or whenever I get around to it, will be films of the Bronze Age. So, let's try not to make the video too long. I'm just going to show you some movies. And every one of these movies you should watch. If you have them, watch them again. If you don't have them, try to seek them out. They're all very good movies. Alright, we all know this movie from 1950, do we not? Cinderella. Cinderella has a stepmother and stepsisters, and they're a nasty piece of work. But it's a very good story, and she falls in love with the prince. Everybody knows this one. 1950, Cinderella. Films of the Silver Age. Let's put them down there. Alright. This one is Ma and Pa Kettle, Back on the Farm. Ma and Pa Kettle. This is from the Ma and Pa Kettle series of movies. But a couple of older people have got a lot of kids. A lot of kids. Sometimes she forgets how many she has. Anyway, this is actually the third movie. Ma and Pa Kettle, Back on the Farm. The first movie that started off the thing was The Egg and I. Yeah, Fred MacMurray. I don't know if anybody knows that one, but yeah, The Egg and I. This is Ma and Pa Kettle, Back on the Farm. They're right now they're living in a house that's a Ritchie house, and their in-laws or outlaws come visit, and they decide to pack up and go back to the farm. So, Ma and Pa Kettle, Back on the Farm. Watch it. Watch the whole series, except for the last two. You don't have to watch, but the rest they're all good. All fun movies. This one here is Come Back Little Sheba. Best actress for Shirley Booth, 1952. Burt Lancaster and Shirley Booth. He's an alcoholic. They've been married for 20 years. They lost their daughter, and just the year before when this movie's going on, she lost her dog. Her dog's name was Sheba. She's always asking Burt Lancaster, have you seen Sheba? Has she come back? Very good movie. I don't even know if any of you know this movie. But if you haven't, seek it out and watch it. You'll enjoy it. Now, we all know this movie, right? 1953 Shane. Right? Everybody knows this one. A nice western. Alan Ladd, right? And Jean Arthur. Yep. Alan Ladd's a cowboy just in the farm. He's on a farm. He's helping people out. There's some bad people that live in town. He wants to buy up everybody's farms, and these people are saying no. There's a bad guy, a hired gun in town. So, yeah, everybody knows this one, Shane, 1953. This one, Robert Mitchum, Marilyn Monroe, River of No Return. Yes, good looking Marilyn Monroe. She's not really too dolled up, but she looks nice. And Robert Mitchum, yeah. They get on a raft and they head down the river. The River of No Return. Excuse me. So happens when you don't talk all day. This one, man, oh man. Mikey loves this movie. Mikey's one of the grumpy old gentlemen. Yeah, Mike, I think this is his favorite movie of all time. Robert Mitchum, The Night of the Hunter. This guy's a piece of work. Yeah, a piece of work. Nasty. Robert Mitchum, The Night of the Hunter. This one's 1956, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I got this movie from Japan. Cost too much money on Amazon, so it went on eBay a few years ago. And I think I bought 4 movies. No, maybe, was it Japan? No, I'm not sure it was Japan. Taiwan? Someplace like that, but I think I bought 4 movies from eBay that probably would cost me price of one movie on Amazon, so I bought 4 of them. Yeah, I think I bought Seven Samurai too on there, and what else was there? Stagecoach, I think John Wayne's Stagecoach, was it? I think so. I'm not sure, I forget now. But this one, yeah, I bought this from eBay, cheap, just because it's got writing on it. But you can watch the movie, it's in English, you just switch it over. Nothing wrong with that. So yeah, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Kevin McCarthy and Dana Winter. Don't go to sleep. Whatever you do, don't go to sleep. Here's All Mine to Give, 1957. A couple of people end up going to America. They come from Scotland. Yes, he's there to see his uncle. I think it was his uncle. Doesn't really matter. So his uncle passed away. He's dead. So they go to where he lives at, and they, they're his house or something. I think it was his house burnt down. So anyway, uncle's house, right? But anyway, he built a new house. People come. The neighborhood all shows up, and they all help him build the house. They all chip in. So he's living there. Then, as time goes by, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, both of them together have a family of 6 kids. And I have to tell you what happens. Spoiler alert. This one has to have a spoiler alert. He gets sick. He dies. The mother gets sick and she dies. And the 6 kids are left on their own. And the town people decide to divvy them all up and pass them out to everybody. Well, the older brother didn't want that because his mother said he has to turn around and give all his brothers and sisters away, and he knows who they give them to. It's a very sad story, very sad, makes you cry. All Mine to Give. (1958), Titanic. A Night to Remember, England movie, right? Starring Kenneth More and Honor Blackman. A Night to Remember. It's about the Titanic, based on a, I guess it's based on a true story. Kenneth More's character was on the Titanic, his character, so this is his story. Another movie about the Titanic. This one's very, very good. Find that and watch it. And this one, excuse me again, this one, On the Beach, 1959, Gregory Peck and Ava Gardner. It's the end of the world. Everybody, well, not everybody, Comic Sub shows up in Australia, right? The Americans show up and Comic Sub shows up in Australia. It's the last place anybody in the world is alive. And they only got about another 5 or 6 months to live until the fall reaches them and everybody dies. It's the end of the world. I'm going to talk more often. And we all know this one. Psycho. 1960? Yes, 1960 Psycho. Yeah, gotta watch it when you go to motels and sign in. The Misfits. Clark Gable and Marilyn Monroe. Another good part for Marilyn Monroe. Why do I always have a tickle when I make videos? Yeah, so where was I? The Misfits, 1961. I think Clark Gable passed away a month or two after he made this movie from a heart attack. I think all that pulling and riding horses and holding on to horses didn't do him any good at all. Jeez, Bob. Should have had a Coke in front of me and have a drink of Coke or something. This one's The Longest Day. Everybody's in this. John Wayne and a whole bunch of people. A very good movie. Seen it at the show on the big screen. I think I was sitting 3 or 4 rows up from the front on a big friggin' screen, and when the music came on, dun 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 dun, I don't know. I forget the music now. I got it in my head and I can't. Anyway, yeah, D-Day. Very good movie. Excellent movie. Excuse me for the tickle in my throat. Yes, The Great Escape from 1963. I also saw this at the show on the big screen. Yes, very good movie. Although a lot of it's true. You know, I mean, most of it's true. They had to add a couple of parts in it to keep people occupied or busy or watching a movie, right? Like the scene with the airplane, right, crashing. That didn't happen really. And the scene with you know, the motorcycle riding around up country and trying to escape and the Germans chasing them. That didn't really happen. But anyway. Goldfinger, 1964 Goldfinger, the first James Bond movie I ever saw at the show. On the big screen. Yes, Goldfinger. We all know Goldfinger. Well, most of us anyway. Like I said, we're not talking too much about the movies. We're just showing you movies from the Silver Age. Yes. For a few dollars more, 1965. Now, I don't remember if I saw this at the show, because I've seen a lot of stuff at the show, but I don't remember if I saw this one. But yeah, Lee Van Cleef is in it also. Yes. Very good movie. Another Western. If you like spaghetti, you'll like this. Alright, we're almost to the end. We're going to the end. 1966, right? The Fortune Cookie with Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau, right? Yeah, well, poor Jack Lemmon, where he gets run over by a football player, ends up in the hospital, and his brother-in-law, Walter Matthau, thinks that we can sue everybody. We can sue them all. We'll make $1 million. This one's hilarious. It's funny. The Fortune Cookie, 1966. Oh yes, here's a real serious movie now, this one. I saw this at the show. Yes, I did. Went to downtown. I think it was the downtown. Well, anyway, I went to the show, yes. This one's from, what year, what did I say? Oh, 1967, yeah. Serious movie. They didn't make too many movies like this back then. You know, this is Spencer Tracy anyway, basically his last movie, I'm pretty sure it was. Like I say, correct me if I'm wrong, but Spencer Tracy and Katharine Hepburn, you know, they live in a nice fancy house. The daughter's out, you know, away, and she's coming home and she's bringing her boyfriend or her husband or whatever. Yeah, I'm pretty sure her husband or her boyfriend home to meet them. That's fine. Yeah, come on, no. Right. Anyway, they both show up at home, and her boyfriend's black. So that kind of put a little crimp in Spencer Tracy, right? So, but anyway, I can't tell you too much about it. Like, I don't know if you saw it or whatever, but Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? A very, very good movie. Very good movie. Yes. Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? And that was 1967, The Summer of Love. I think 67 was the Summer of Love. I don't remember too much about that year, or the next year. Yeah, but that's another story. Oh, and this one, fantastic movie. Yes, well, I think it's fantastic. I don't know about anybody else, but Bullitt. Yeah, the car chase scene, it's worth the price of admission. Yeah, Bullitt. I think he's riding around in a Mustang. Isn't it a Ford Mustang? Yeah, Steve McQueen. He was at the top of his game. This guy was #1 at the box office for, I don't know how many years, a few years anyway. Steve McQueen, I'm pretty sure he was. Yes, Steve McQueen, Bullitt. And the end out there, you know, the 50s and 60s, and now we're getting into the 70s, but this is the last movie. This is 1969. 1970 would start off in the Bronze Age. And once I do a video of the Bronze Age, I'm going to start over again and do another video based on films of the Golden Age. And this one ends the video. Easy Rider, Peter Fonda and Dennis Hopper and Captain America. Yes, get on the highway. Yes, smoke some dope if you got it. Roll a freaking joint. Get high, enjoy life. 1969, I saw this at the theater and it was a little smoky there. Yeah, it was kind of smoky, but it's a good movie. 1969. And in 1970, things begin to change, right? I get a little bit older. I get a little bit more serious in life. You know, I guess we all do. But the 60s, for myself, were a fantastic time. I was young, had long hair, smoked dope, drank wine, played Van Morrison records, Chris Christopherson records, Beatle records, John Lennon albums, drink wine, smoke dope, eat cheese, eat crunchy bread, and have a great time. Anyway, people, films of the Silver Age. Easy Rider. Talk to you later. All you movie lovers everywhere. And oh yeah, don't forget to stay safe and wear your mask. They don't let you in unless you wear a mask, right? You can't go anywhere without a mask. All right, love.